Howdy folks, and welcome to Explaining Gun Control Part 7, Nobody Needs an AR-15. Whenever I get in an argument with somebody about gun control, this is usually the last argument I hear. This isn't the last video, but it's usually the last argument that comes up. Now, technically speaking, I don't think anybody does need an AR-15, but that's not up for me to decide. That's up for individuals to decide. Some people decide they need an AR-15. Some people do use them for hunting. They make good pig guns. Some people use them for self-defense. After all, if the AR-15 is the perfect killing machine, would it not be a good weapon for self-defense? And lastly, I own one because I wanted one, and that's all the reason I need. To say something should be banned just because you don't need it is the very antithesis of freedom. Not everybody needs a pool, but every year people drown in them. Not everybody needs a TV, but every year they fall and kill people. And not everyone needs a car, but every year they kill as many people as guns. So why is it okay to have a pool, a car, or a TV, but not an AR-15 or a similar weapon? Now, I will admit there's something to be said about intent here. Nobody buys a TV to kill people. But at the end of the day, to me anyway, a preventable cause of death is a preventable cause of death. And in that regard, assault weapons are pretty benign. Now, the reality of the world is that it's a dangerous place. If we wanted to save every possible life we could, we would all be forced to live in padded rooms and eat baby food so we don't have the possibility of choking. But we don't. You could die from anything at any point in time, and we accept that. But banning AR-15s and other assault weapons in the name of safety is absolutely absurd. For example, in 2015, there were 2,712,630 deaths in the United States, and 252 of those were murders by rifles of any kind. Or to put it another way, 0.000092 of all deaths that year were murders by rifles of any kind. And if you consider just homicides alone that year, 13,455 in 2015. 0.018 of those were carried out by rifles of any kind. The reason I say rifles of any kind is because the FBI, from which these statistics are derived, does not make a distinction between bolt-action, semi-automatic, or what people call assault rifles, which is to say, even fewer than these deaths were caused by what people call assault rifles. All this means, for all intents and purposes, is that banning AR-15s and other assault weapons will not make anybody any safer. The only thing banning assault weapons achieves is denying lawful people their Second Amendment rights. That said, I do understand the response. These shootings are absolutely tragic. But when you let emotion get involved in policy, you wind up with bad policy. And ultimately, that bad policy will lead down the path to taking people's rights away. And that's absolutely unacceptable. Anyway, that's all I have for today. Thanks for watching, and have a good one. Ciao.